We're saying the Niners need another cornerback. This is why I was sort of against the Niners trading for Christian McCaffrey. Good player, heck of a player, expensive price. Not a cornerback. He's a running back. You said it's a position you can't fake. You can fake it at running back. The Niners find running backs out of nowhere and turn them into 1,000-yard rushers. Routinely, Jeff Wilson Jr. is a good player. So is Christian McCaffrey. My question to you is, do the Niners need to make another trade before the deadline? They have a week.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, the question is, what's the priority? Is it D tackle or is it corner or is it linebacker?
Or is it offensive tackle? Damn.
Or is it offensive line? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would say it's corner.
Okay.
Because I think you can get William Jackson. Like, what do they have left to trade? Maybe a sixth. That's all they have.
Or players. Yeah. I don't know.
Or 24 picks. 2024 picks. Maybe a sixth and a conditional pick in 2024. But I think William Jackson. They have what, $4 or $5 million left on the cap. I would say a corner is what I would want, and then I would look to. I mean, you got to make a couple pickups. You need to bring in a defensive tackle, and you need to bring in a corner. So who's on the street for defensive tackle? Sue. And there's a couple other people. Maybe you might be able to, like, if you could get a Daron Payne out of Washington, maybe I would trade a day 2 pick, or a 2024 day 2 pick, or maybe an early 2023 or 2024 day 3 pick, or combination of picks if I could get Daron Payne and the corner. But they need D tackle help and they need corner help in the worst way. And then offensive line. What's the deal with McGlinchey? Is he healthy? Is he not healthy? Jalen Moore had a terrible penalty that took points off the board.
Yeah.
Ultimately it didn't burn him because they forced him to punt, and the Chiefs muffed the punt. That led to the Jimmy interception. The whole game changed at that point. But any penalties that take points off the board are a killer.
Yeah. So defensive tackle, absolutely. Cornerback, you say William Jackson. I like that. I mean, if they
Big
could bring
corner, long arms, veteran, somebody who's not going to be, overwhelmed by being thrown into the mix.
If they could get a right tackle, that would be great. Daniel Brunskill, I think, is better than Mike McGlinchey. Colton McKivitz, I think, is better than Mike McGlinchey. I don't know but ever since he came back from this injury from last year, he hasn't been.
Where's Compton now? Where's Tom Compton?
Denver. Can they get Tom Compton back? They got to get someone to play right tackle. Maybe it's Colton McKivitz. But I don't think the Niners have a corner. Like, Colton McKivitz might be serviceable enough to replace Mike McGlinchey. Ambry Thomas isn't good enough. Deommodore Lenoir, frankly, should be playing nickel, and that's it. They don't have good enough corners. They hadn't faced any really good wide receivers. Now they got torched by Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Who's terrible.
He's not even good, and he really, really made Travarius Ward look bad. I mean, maybe the Chiefs knew something we didn't know about him because he hasn't been tested much yet. It's still early with him. So, yeah, if the Niners could get a corner, that would be really, really great. Like, they could use a Kello Witherspoon right now. Anyone.
I'll tell you, I watched Seattle yesterday a little bit, and that Tariq Woolen, my goodness, I mean, they've got themselves a difference-making Jalen Ramsey-type corner. And they got him, wasn't he like a mid-round pick?
That's what they do. Dave Barclay says, I've been saying it since last year, fire Kyle. 69 should not be in the NFL. I don't get all this nonchalance attitude from Kyle. Get out. Our cast is incredible, and he cannot put a winning scheme together and won't change.
I won't endorse the. I know you're going down this road, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Personally, I don't think I would fire Kyle Shanahan right now, but
now, no one's going to fire him right now. He gets to finish.
I didn't. I
finished the season. His interim coach isn't going to save the season.
Yeah,
but I might trade him if he misses the playoffs.
Well, that's interesting.